What's up, my beauties? It's your girl Lex, and I am back with another video. Okay, so as you've seen, I will be recreating the look I did on my Instagram that got a little bit of attention on there. A couple people asked me. I recreated on a couple clients, so I said, why not? So in this video, I will be using some of the products that we did in my last video in the haul. So we're gonna start off with the brows. We're just gonna jump straight into it now. This is the NYX brow gel, but I could have sworn this was supposed to be black. Cool. I've never used like a liquid before, like, you know, y'all know what I be using. So I wash my face. I have nothing on my face at all. One trick I learned with my eyebrows is I like the beginning of my brow to match with the tear duct of my eye. I did go a little bit over, but as you'll see later on in the video, I'm gonna ombre it. So, well, don't worry, I got you. So I'm gonna go in on the second brow. Okay, so next we're gonna go in with our concealer, and this is MAC Concealer Studio Fix in the shade, I believe this is 45, NW45, you mean, yes. The brush, and I'm just gonna clean up my brows. Perfect. I can definitely tell the difference between the NYX and the Anastasia, or the NYX and the MAC I use. It's not really like a bad difference, but you can definitely tell the difference. But a little do go a long way. I still got a lot on the back of my hand. Next, I'm gonna do what I call just bringing my concealer down and placing it all over my entire lid. This is just, it works as like a primer, and just so all of it's the same color. Like when you put your eyeshadow on there, you want it to be the same color in every area. It's like some part of my eyes are darker than the other parts, so of course it's not going to be as pigmented in certain areas. So that's why I put the concealer over my entire lid. Eyebrows take time, okay? I'm telling you that right now. I've been taking makeup seriously for what, 3 years? 3 years, and I can say now I got my eyebrows to where I feel like some days they're perfect, like, okay, boo, you did that, okay, and other days I'm like, okay, look, I don't know what's going on, but somebody need to go back to the drawing board, okay, because boo, this is not it, okay? But it takes time. I would say if you're just starting out makeup, start with your eyebrows and then go to liner. Work your way up. If you're new to makeup, I do not suggest you just full on trying to do a full face. Excuse my scarf, y'all. Because you're still learning. You still, you know what I mean? And I know when I first started doing makeup, I was on a budget. Like, y'all, I was what, 19? I was on a budget. So what I personally did was I bought the expensive brands and things that, let me fix my camera. I bought the expensive brand for things I felt as though I was mastering or I had already mastered. So for instance, my eyebrows, I've been getting MAC, which is, if you're on a budget pool, it's kind of up there, you know, especially when you're a college student, you'll be broke. But well, I was anyway. But so I did the dip brow. That was something that I felt as though I could spend a lot of money on because I wasn't practicing, and then, you know, at that point I was with it. So that's what I think you should do. That's what I did, and then you gradually work your way up. So as you mastering your face, when you're mastering your eyebrows, you know, get to the Anastasia, the MAC, things like that, and then the concealer is something that you want to pay close attention to because you don't want to look ashy, okay? That's what we don't want. So certain brands are a little sketchy. Like, I don't really like Revlon concealer. I really don't like that one. My preference, you know, but I do like MAC and I do like Morphe. I have those two. But we're gonna go straight into the eyes. So I have my Juvia's palette. I'm gonna go to the brown, the one on the side right above. Yo, I love this palette. This is like an everyday palette. I'm actually gonna mix these two. Y'all, I cannot stress enough, take your time when you are applying your eyeshadow. Blending is key. I promise you can use two colors and boo, look like you just hopped off somebody's chair. Blending is key, okay? And what I do to this eye, I'm gonna do to the other eye. But I do that for like everything, okay? Like, even if I like think I messed up, I still do it to the other eye just because I like for my makeup to look very identical. Both sides of my face, each eye, each eyebrow, each lash. I want it all to look together. But one thing I had to learn with my eyebrows is that eyebrows are sisters. They're not twin. They're never going to be, for me anyway, and most makeup artists, they're never going to be exactly 100% perfect or identical to one another, which is absolutely fine. I feel as though it's really what you see, because if I mess up, I know I messed up, so I'm going to see it. But if I mess up and I don't say anything, you probably won't even notice it. So don't be too hard on yourself. If you guys want an eyebrow tutorial, comment down below, like, hit me up on any of my social medias, and I'll most definitely, you know, give you all that eyebrow tutorial. Because honey, eyebrows make your face. I feel like if your eyeshadow messed up, you can get away with it if your eyebrows are together. But that's not the goal here. So I use those two. So what I'm going to do now is highlight my brow with a very small brush. And I'm going to mix it. I'm going to go in with this one and I'm going to mix it with this one. So a little bit, literally just a little bit. And I still like dab a little bit on my hand just so I know it's literally a little bit. You want your brow highlight, sorry I can't talk, to pop, but you don't want it to take away from your eyeshadow. Just a slight bit. Don't worry, we're gonna blend it out. Like I said, blending is key, y'all. We're gonna get it all the way together. So I'm gonna just take this brush and spaces I feel as though it's too much. I'm gonna just blend that out a little bit. Like I need it to pop, but not too much. Like right here. Calm down, Pooh. Calm down. You sing, but you don't need to be the main attraction. So now what I'm gonna do to get like that stacked look, I don't really know how to explain it. I'm gonna go into my Too Faced chocolate palette, and we're gonna go to the black. I know y'all, we gonna look crazy for a second, but trust and believe we gonna come together, because you getting beat with Lex Beauty. So I'm gonna put this rather high. I like when my cut creases are high. Like, I have a lot of eyebrow. I have a lot of eyelid space, and you want to utilize that. You don't want for it to look like half your eye is done at, you know, the other half you just said whatever. You don't want to do that. If you have a decent amount of eyelid space, utilize that. So that can mean cutting your crease a little bit higher. And I like my eyeliner to be thick, y'all. I'm dramatic, okay? So I like my eyeliner thick, and I still want a decent amount of like the glitter, all of that jazz, which you guys will see. Okay, y'all, so now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna jump back into the Juvia palette, and we're gonna grab that first brown, that reddish brown that I showed you, and just go over this swiftly. Just so that I know we still looking crazy, but trust, it's gonna come together. Just go over that swiftly. What I do to one eye, we're going to repeat that to the second one. Okay, I know it looked crazy. They're probably like, what is she doing? Y'all seen the finished look though. That's why you clicked, okay? So it's gonna come together. Now I'm gonna just go back in with my brow highlight and highlight spots where I'm like, okay, it needs a little bit more. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut the crease. I like to cut my crease with the same concealer, with my same concealer brush. So my MAC NW45. Yep, I said it right. So I'm gonna put some on the back of my hand. And when we cut the crease, we're gonna get as close to the black as possible, but you don't want to cover it completely, because that's just what you'll see. But that's what's gonna give it that pop that make you think like, okay, what she got going on. I like to pull my eye a little bit, and I'm gonna get as close to the black. If you want more of the black to show, then by all means do that. Or if you want to switch up the colors and, you know, do different colors, by all means, sis, go ahead. Okay, y'all, so I am back. I cut the other crease the exact same way. The black, we're gonna clean that up. It's gonna come together, y'all. We're gonna clean that up. But I see we have some glitter. So for the glitter, I'm just going to use the NYX glitter, and we're gonna use the NYX primer. Y'all, this a little goes a long way. I told you that in my pretty in pink video, I think it was. But that video will be linked in the description. Make sure y'all go check that out. But a little goes a very long way. So I'm just gonna take the primer. I like to put it on the back of my hand. Everything is on the back of my hand. And you literally only need a little. We probably won't even use all of that. Like, we probably won't even. So we're gonna take that out. Now for the glitter, I like to work kind of swift because I don't want the primer to like dry up. So I like to do one eye at a time. And I'll be all over the place, like, oh, fixing this brow, doing this highlight. Like, I jump all over my face. So, but with this, you don't really want to do that. You need to focus closer to your eyelash, because you're gonna put eyeliner right there anyway. So if that part's looking a little thin, it's totally fine. especially because I like my eyeliner thick. Not super thick, but you gonna see it. So I'm just gonna take it, I'm just gonna dab it on with this brush. Okay, y'all, we back. I put the glitter all over my lids. Like I said, don't really worry too much about where it's closest to your eyelashes, because eyeliner is gonna go there anyway. And as I mentioned in my haul, we will be using the Wet n Wild Mega Liner. Now what I'm gonna do before I do the eyeliner on the other side, I am gonna take the white eyeliner. This is also by NYX, and I'm gonna put it on the top right in between the glitter and the black. Let me get closer so you guys can see. Okay, y'all, so I just did to this eye what I did to that eye. So next what we're gonna do, because I'm still not like the greatest at weakening my eyes, I always have to clean them up, and I just take my concealer brush and I get the concealer, the leftovers from on my hand, and I just make my eyeliner as perfect as I want it to be. Like this one is kind of thin to me, so I'm gonna go back in. But to make it as sharp as possible, I'm just gonna go in with my concealer. I'm gonna bring the concealer down a little bit as well. And sometimes I have to play with it for a second, get it to where I feel like it's perfect. Okay, y'all, I am back. Someone DM'd me and asked me what do I use for my eyelash glue, and honestly, y'all, I just use hair glue. This is what I use. Works for me. So next what we're going to do, we're going to take our Smashbox primer. We're going to put that all over our face. This is also, well, actually, y'all, I kind of like cheated and slick been using that. Been using it since before I did this video, and I love it. I know I said I was going to wait. I promised I'm going to wait the next time. But I've slick been using this one. And y'all probably tired of this scarf. Bear with me, okay? It's not gonna be on the whole video. Well, when I'm finished, I'll take it off. But we're gonna take that. Cool. So next we're gonna take our foundation, and for my foundation I use MAC Studio Fix NW50. This is the shade that I use. And I'm weird, y'all. I like to apply it with a brush, and the brush is literally my concealer brush. It's a bad habit. Well, actually, I don't think it's bad. It's just something that I do. But I apply this on with a brush, and I like to do it with the brush so I can make sure I'm getting that concealer. I'm hitting the concealer that we use to clean up our eyeliner. Okay, y'all. So now I'm not finished blending it completely, but I didn't want to skip this clip. I'm going to show you guys how I just ombre my eyebrows, and I literally just take my beauty blender and go down. That's what I do. And like this one, I ombre it a little too much for my liking. Let me do the bottom before I go in. So I would just take the eyebrow pencil again, and I will only do like the lining of it, like only the very top. I don't use an eyebrow pencil, but this is the part, if you do, this is the area where you would use your pencil. Go in a little bit, and we're gonna go in with the concealer that is lightest, I'm sorry, not lightest, the concealer that is closest to your skin color. And this is where I like to do a little bit on my eyes. Y'all, I absolutely live for a chin highlight. I do not know why, but I do. And I just noticed you can still see my acne mark. So I'm gonna go in with my foundation and put some more right there. Perfect. So now I'm gonna take my concealer brush, and I am going to like spread this out. Spread this out some. I do conceal like a little bit more of my eyebrows, as you can see, just a little bit, because I want them to look sharp, you know, and then it helps me pick up imperfections or things that I can change about them or something like that. Like my left one, I think I want it to be a little bit more defiant, so I'm gonna just go back in with that. So now what I'm going to do, I have not used this on myself. I have had a couple clients since I purchased this, so but I kept my promise with the Morphe. I like to spray and set my concealer before I go in and blend it in. Whew. Be feeling refreshed. Yes, yes. So now we'll just go in with my beauty blender. I feel like when you spray, I recently just learned the hack of spraying your concealer before, like setting it before you move on, and I love it. It makes your makeup last a lot longer. So I do it every time I do my makeup, a client makeup, and it be on forever. Make sure I have it all blended in, and I like it. But I am a highlight girl. Like I want more of a highlight. What I'm going to do is go in with my Morphe my Morphe concealer. Now this is a lot lighter than me, but it's going to give me that highlight that I want. If you're trying something out and you're in a rush, do a little first, okay? I want under my eyes to be highlighted, the tip of my nose, nothing too crazy, and my forehead to be highlighted. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go back in with our concealer brush and we're going to spread that out. We're going to go back in with the beauty blender after this step. What we're going to do is go in with our beauty blender and blend it out. Now remember, this concealer, the last one we used, is very light, so it's not gonna blend completely, but that's the point. I need a highlighted look. Okay, y'all, I blended that out, and yes, I look a little crazy, okay? I look a little light in certain areas, but y'all, I promise it's gonna come together. So now what I'm going to do before we set our face, I'm not gonna like do like a huge contour. I'm going to bronze it a little bit before we go and we set our face. The reason for the bronze is to brighten up the face, give it that warm look. You want to brighten it up, make it warm and vibrant, you know, all of that jazz. Laura Mercier setting powder. Mine is in the shade medium deep. I'm gonna take a brush. I like to use like a pack brush, I like to call it. It's not what it's called, I don't know the name of this brush, but we're gonna press it into our skin. You want to put the setting translucent powder wherever you put that harsh concealer at. For me, I only did it under my eyes, my nose. I mean, not under my I don't know what the medulla. The medulla, under my eyes, and a little bit on my forehead. Cause I don't know why, but I love a forehead highlight and a chin highlight. Like, y'all, I live for that. So the next thing that I'm going to do, I just take a fluffy brush and I'm just going to just clean up all that excess translucent powder. A fluffy brush, and I'm gonna do like blush, like flirty, like innocent, you know. I do mine on my cheek and then I blend it into, it looks like a lot, we're gonna blend it though, but I blend it into my brown highlight. I love when my chin is highlighted and my forehead is highlighted. Oh, I don't know why, but it just like does something to me. I love it. One of my friends asked me how do I highlight, so I'll tell my beauties because I'm telling that beauty. You want to highlight where the sun naturally hits your face. For me, it's like right there. And I just love my cheek highlighted and my forehead highlighted. Like, I don't know what it is, but I love it. And right here. I've always been like a like this golden highlight. Like, that is it for me. I like the golden one. So I'm gonna take it in some of my finger and highlight my nose. And then I'll just like move my finger up towards the middle of my nose. And y'all, we are almost there. Now I'm just blending my highlight in. I don't like when it's like a lot right here. That's not it. So we're gonna blend it. Like, you see how it was a lot right there. I'm gonna have to blend that through, honey, because that's not it. So, okay, y'all. So our face is done. Excuse my chair. But our face is done. We're gonna spray it. Boom. That just be doing something to you. So now I'm gonna use a lippy from my haul, which if you did not watch it, click the link in the description box below. Comment on this video, that video, tell me what you guys think. Tag me in looks you guys want me to recreate, anything. This channel is active. I talk to you, you talk to me, baby. We get into it. So I'm gonna take my NYX lip liner. This is in the color, Cold Gloss from my haul. Go watch, boo. It is in the shade, I feel like the shades be running from me. Like, reveal yourself. Oh, Parline. This is in the shade Parline. I'll be right back to show y'all the finished look. Hey y'all, so this is the final look. Thank every last one of you guys for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you. I promise I do. So don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to hit that bell. All that good stuff. Follow me on all my social medias. On Instagram at LEXIUS__. On Snapchat at Alexis ALEXIUS. SSSSSS. I have 6 S's in there. Don't worry, Pooh. It's gonna be in the description box below. Copy and paste, none more, none less. And follow me on Facebook. Add me on Facebook. I'm new to the whole Facebook thing, but Alexis Mitchell. We getting straight into it. If you guys want me to recreate another look, like I said, let me know, Pooh, and I got you. Yeah, so I appreciate it. Don't forget to tell your mama, your sister, your auntie, your grandma, your grandpa, your TT, all of that. Tell them all. Cause baby, we bye y'all.